That's it. Let's go to the lines.
Right.
Good afternoon, caller. What's your question for Brad Bernstein today?
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
What's your question?
I have a problem. I filed for my daughter in 2004.
Right.
I became a citizen last year, January. So they said that it's supposed to upgrade.
Yeah, but you're still about a year away. They're in November of '03 now. When in '04 did you file for her?
June.
June, yeah, you're about a year, maybe a little less away. Is she back home?
Yeah, she's in Jamaica.
Yeah, and she's over 21?
Yeah, she just turned 31.
Okay, she's unmarried. By this time next year or sooner, she will be here with a green card. You should, if you have the case approved and the National Visa Center knows you're a citizen, they should be sending
everything.
They should be sending you documentation shortly.
Okay.
All right, good
Thank
luck.
you very much.
All
Have
right.
a nice day.
Okay.
Thank you, caller. Once again, the lines are blazing. We're going to jump right into it. But if you
Right.
still want to get your call in, the number is 1-877-320-5465. Good afternoon, caller. What's your question for Brad Bernstein?
Yeah, I'm just calling to find out. Suppose you had applied for your citizenship.
Guys, speak up.
Hello,
You filed for your
suppose you had
citizenship.
applied for your citizenship,
Right.
but you were out of the country like for 3 years,
Yeah.
and when you applied, they found out, and I passed the test and everything, but they found out I was out of the country for 3 years. They wrote and said, the date that I left and the date I returned, and whenever I'm qualified, I should apply again.
Correct.
That was in 06.
Right.
Is it possible for me to apply next year?
Well, this is the rules. Okay? So you tell me, because I don't know what your story is. Okay? If you go on to apply next year, which is 2010, you have to show between 2005 and 2010 that for 30 out of those 60 months, because over 5 years is a 60-month period. Okay? 12 times 5. So 30 out of the last 60 months you were physically in the United States between 2005 and 2010, which is 2.5 out of the last 5 years your butt was in the United States, nowhere else.
Yeah, I was here like
now number two, you have to be able to prove that over that 5-year period between 2005 to 2010, no trip that you took outside of the United States lasted more than 6 months. If there was any trip that lasted more than 6 months over that 5-year period, you're going to get the same problem getting denied. And the third thing you have to prove is that you're physically residing in the state where you're filing for 90 days before filing. Okay, so if your residence is in New York, you have to show your residence was in New York for 90 days prior to filing. So,
it was. Sorry.
was any trip more between the last, going from 05 to 2010, was there any trip more than 6 months?
No, just like 2 weeks.
Then it sounds like you're going to be okay. But
Is it? Sorry, I applied in 06, and is it? I was back in the country 06. Is it possible for me to apply again now?
Again, I don't know what your passport looks like. It seems very perplexing to me how you could say you were out of the country in 06 and they denied you because you were out of the country for 3 years. But then you can't apply then. Because I just asked you a question. If you were in the United States for 6 out of the last 12 months, any trip longer than 6 months, and the answer has to be yes. Between 2005, you were out of the country in 05 and you were out of the country in 06. So you had to be out of the country for more than 6 months during that period. So you can't apply now. That's what I'm saying. The math doesn't add up. Okay? You got to add the math up. And if you can't add the math up, come see me. Come see me with your passport, and I'll add it up for you. Okay? It's worth the consultation fee. And then we can determine when you come and see me the exact day that you can file for your citizenship, assuming you don't leave the country for any extended period of time.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right.
And, of course, you call 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, callers, once again, that does not stop here. The consultation continues at 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.